In a recent IcedID malware assault, the threat actor used methods from other organizations like Conti to achieve its objectives and was able to breach the Active Directory domain of an undisclosed victim less than 24 hours after initially acquiring access. According to a paper released this week by Cybereason researchers, during the attack, the attacker followed a pattern of recon commands, credential theft, lateral movement via exploiting Windows protocols, and running Cobalt Strike on the newly compromised host. After beginning its existence as a banking Trojan in 2017, IcedID, also known as BotBot, joined the ranks of malware such as Emotet, TrickBot, Cockbot, Bumblebee, and Raspberry Robin as a dropper for additional threats. Attacks involving the distribution of IcedID have used a number of techniques, particularly when Microsoft decided to prohibit macros from being downloaded with Office files. It is similar to the incursion described by Cybereason in that the infection chain starts with an ISO image file placed within a zip package and ends with the IcedID payload being executed. The virus then uses a scheduled process to establish persistence on the system and connects to a remote server to download next stage payloads, such as Cobalt Strike Beacon for ongoing espionage work. Additionally, it moves laterally across the network and launches the same Cobalt Strike Beacon on each of those workstations before installing a Terra agent, a reliable remote administration tool, as a backup remote access method. In the event that their first persistence techniques are identified and fixed, the attackers can construct a second backdoor for themselves by using IT tools, according to the researchers. These tools are more likely to be brushed off as false positives and are less likely to be identified by antivirus or EDR. The threat actor can then proceed laterally to a Windows server with domain admin capabilities by using the Cobalt Strike Beacon as a conduit to download the C# program Rubius for credential theft. The attacker can then use the DC sync attack to mimic the actions of a domain controller, DC, and steal login information from other domain controllers, thanks to the weaponized elevated rights. In addition, the clone file syncing program was utilized to exfiltrate folders of interest to the mega cloud storage site, as well as the respectable application NetScan .exe, which was used to scan the network for lateral movement. It's important to note that ransomware operations like Conti and Lockbit have already been linked to the usage of Terra agent and NetScan .exe, showing that criminal actors are borrowing a page from their playbook. Researchers from Team Cymru have recently revealed further information on the Back Connect (BC) protocol, which IcedID uses to supply extra functionality after compromise, including a VNC module that offers a remote access channel. The discoveries are related to that study. The researchers stated last month that in the instance of BC, it appears that two operators are controlling the whole process within separate roles, and that most of the activity happens within the regular working week. The move also comes in response to a proof-point study from November 2022 that suggested a spike in emoted activity may have been caused by the release of a new IcedID version.